Okay, so it says it's time to break the chains of ill health and poverty. A lot of us has been enslaved, most of us not due to our fault. There are times we come across certain kind of difficulty, be it in our health or in our finances due to no fault of ours. What they say, things happen, life happens like they say. But if you cannot control the fact that these things may happen to you, you can control how you deal with it. If you cannot control the fact that these things may happen to you, like COVID, we didn't see COVID coming, but COVID came. But guess what? You can control how you deal with it. And that's what we want to share with you this evening. Okay, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Mary Tinuoye. Yes, she doesn't look like a Yoruba. I hear that most of the time. So don't ask me, are you Yoruba? Because your name sounds like Yoruba. I always like to leave people guessing about that, okay? My name is Mary Tinuoye, popularly called DD, and if you are here at the beginning of this presentation, or the meeting rather, you will hear when our host kind of explained what DD is, or told you what DD means. Okay, so I am a wife, mother of 3 beautiful kids, and I'm a food scientist by training, even though I'm far from practicing it, and I've been fortunate to have grabbed this opportunity, and it has totally transformed my life. It has given me audience in the highest of places. It has opened me up to wonderful connections. It has built my social network. It has helped to keep my health in check, and is still doing that. It has helped to improve my finances, and by extension, allowing me to be a beautiful and resourceful wife to my husband, and being a woman of value, a mother of value to my children, to the point that if you ask my son, what does he want to become when he grows up? He said, I want to do exactly what mommy is doing. I love the fact that she can be at home, take care of us, and still be able to meet needs. So it's a beautiful and it's a wonderful opportunity. And that's why we want to extend it to you that is in the room this evening. Okay, so according to WHO means World Health Organization. That's the governing body that has to do with health. According to WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mark that, mental, mark that, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Physical, mental, and social well-being. So when we ask you if you are healthy, most of the time people focus on the physical. They say, if I'm not sick, I don't have any pains in my body, I don't have any inflammation, I can stand up, I can sit down, I can eat, then all is well with me. By the standard definition of health, if the mental and the social well-being part is missing, then all is not well with you. So let me take us through. Don't forget, I said we'll be discussing health today. So let's start with this, mental well-being. What is mental well-being? In short, simply defined as the ability to cope with stresses of life. The ability to cope with stresses of life. Yes, you are not physically sick, but do you know if you are weighed down by the stresses of life, your mental state would not be fine, and you cannot be said to be healthy. Now, what are these factors that are responsible for the stresses of life? Take your pen and paper and write it down yourself, so that you can look at them after this presentation and ask yourself, what is stressing you? If I ask you that question now, what is stressing you out? And I ask you to list. For some of us in this room, medications will be far from it. For some of us in this room, it's even the means to get the medication that is stressing you out, hereby making you physically sick. Let's move on. Social well-being. Social well-being is there to be an end state in which basic human needs are met. Most of the time, like I said, when we have presentation like this, when we are talking to the categories of, when we have audience in the category of people maybe between 45 and above, or mostly 50 and above, they usually try to shut us down when we go to finances and say, can you focus on the health? Now, this is what happens when you're 50 and above, you have practically crossed the struggling phase where you're trying to meet needs. Most people in that bracket are already on pension, or some people are already on pension. So they have a means to get by. And some of them already have children who are taking care of them, who are meeting their needs. So suffice to say, money is not their problem at that phase. So understandably so, why they want us to focus on health and health matters is understood. But don't forget, there's another bracket in the room of those that are above 18 and below 50. Mostly 18 to 40, 45. They're still trying to find their feet. Those people, those category of people are not so plagued with health concerns. They play with how to make ends meet, how to begin to start their life, to begin to also bring forth, start their life in the sense of getting married, having a family, being able to cater for a family, stabilize and all that, and also look after their parents. So you will see why for those people, they would be interested in how opportunities that can let them meet their needs or let them meet the needs as being expected by the society. So we have these two categories of people in the room. And that's why a lot of the time when we talk, we lay emphasis on both, because it is very essential for your social well-being to also be intact in order to sustain your physical state. I don't know if you get that. If your social well-being is not intact, if your mental state is not intact, automatically your physical state will be affected. So that's why the World Health Organization defined it as a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. So indulge us. Let's look at the social well-being. What can you do to ensure that you go just beyond meeting your basic human needs? Look at this. COVID came and quickly changed the dynamics of how we do things. A lot of people lost their job. Most people haven't recovered from that. Families are on the bridge of breaking. Head of home is no longer the man. I will speak for the country I'm in Nigeria here. I don't know what is obtainable outside here, but I will speak about Nigeria. It is so tough for most families right now that they're falling
Recording in progress.
Physical state, our state of health. Because if the man every day is thinking, the blood pressure is rising, he doesn't know where the next meal for the family is going to come from. He doesn't know where the rent is going to come from. He doesn't know how the kids are going to go back to school in November. Guess what? It's not only the physical health we're talking about. We'll be talking about so many things. You understand? The house can eventually collapse. Now, most of us are used to work. They are used to work and pay salary. Or when you do businesses, if you're not there in the business can't thrive. If you're out of the business, that's the end of the business. We call that linear income. That means you have to be physically there. You have to be present in the business for the business to work. And that's why most of the businesses we have in Nigeria here collapse after the demise of the owner of the business. Because there's no system created that allows the owner to continue to earn out from that business if the physical presence is not there. So if you're operating on the linear income right now, it is good but it's not the best. If anything happens, that's the end of your income. So that's why we advocate for residual income. What is residual income? You work, then you get paid. You create a process that allows the work to repeat itself without you actually being there, not necessarily being there, and you get paid over and over and over and over again. Is that not an amazing system? Whereby it's not reliant on you 100% for you to continue to generate income. It means in your demise, the income continues. If you are involved in an accident, God forbid, and you can no longer be active in your business, the income continues. It does not stop. As long as the system created does not collapse, the income would continue. So it's advisable that you earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of your effort. If everything that you're going to be earned is dependent on what you do, then you're going to suffer basically. Because when you can no longer do it, then what happens? But if you decide that, okay, let me earn a percentage of a lot of people's effort, even if it's 1%, 1% of 100 people is 100%. 100% of yourself is 100%. So if you're not there tomorrow, that means 100% is gone, everything totally gone. But imagine if you're earning 1% from 100 people, even if 10 persons are no longer there, guess what? You're still earning 90%. 90% is better than 0%. So even if 50 people are no longer there, you're still earning 50%, which is still better than 0%. So according to Richard Branson, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity and you don't even know how to do it, and you're not even sure of how to go about it, don't automatically reject it just because you don't know. Seek knowledge. Say, okay, and be willing to learn it, to see how it is done. It's not enough that I don't know about it, so automatically it's not for me. You can't say that. You can't conclude like that. Because for all you know, what you're looking for might just be lying in there. Diamond does not come out shining. It's cool when it comes out. You need to refine it. You need to burn it for that shine to come out. So if you see a diamond today in a raw state, you will pass it because you might think it's worthless. So most of the time, these opportunities, they don't come out fully formed. They don't come, the ideas, the opportunities, they don't come out fully formed. You need to dig in to see how it works for you to totally appreciate it. So don't reject it. Don't live here and say, oh, I've heard about these things before. They're all the same. I went somewhere last week, I did, and it sounds the same to me. It sounds the same does not mean that it's the same. You need to get into it, see it first. Know about it before you can take that decision whether the opportunity is for you or not. So on that note, I would like to introduce you and welcome you to an amazing opportunity called Phytoscience. Here, we offer you the amazing opportunity of living the two-in-one, healthier and wealthier life, thereby satisfying the definition of health according to WHO, healthier and wealthier life. These are the brains behind the brand Phytoscience. And we have our late founder, Dato Tanshu Laitempeng, co-founder, the wife, Kwanshu Elantan, and the CEO of Phytoscience is Dato Wilito. Just brief overview of Phytoscience, founded in 2012, which makes us 10 years this year, in Malaysia, in Desa Petaling, located in over 51 countries, generates an average of $15 million on a monthly basis. They've been able to create a lot of millionaires with this platform. And the company has zero debt, not indebted in any way, with the building worth over 4.5 million naira fully paid. Just after 2 years of starting business, they were able to acquire this. This tells you that the business is indeed a very, very profitable one. And as president, we have over 2 million distributors across the globe. Now, let me show you something. The system can reward you with cars. We'll have what we call the car awards. Car promos are ongoing. So you can either win this from the company. I think the value is about $10,000. Or you can run the program yourself, and you buy yourself a car, just like some of our distributors have done. The guy that spoke to you, Michael Olalere, started this Phytoscience platform without a car. And today, I think in the last how many years, it's been able to change like 3 cars. And we also have Patience Emo, one of our Black Diamonds, also our Lady Black Diamond, also being able to buy a car for the first time because of Phytoscience platform. Completely has transformed her life. And we do have so many other members, but we don't want to bore you with them. We just want to highlight these 2 persons. Okay, the platform Phytoscience can also allow you to expand your social network and allow you to see the world. We've gone to, it's blessed us. Don't forget your social well-being. It's blessed us with opportunities to see some countries, to go to some countries. And indeed, we've gone to Dubai, we've gone to Malaysia, we've gone to South Korea. There's a Europe trip, Switzerland, coming up next year, February as well. You know, and these are some of the benefits that happen when you connect yourself to this platform. You have the opportunity of meeting people, and you have opportunity of increasing your social capital. So let's move to this. Now, once you get to a certain level, you will be recognized and you'll be celebrated. And we do call those category of people the diamonds, which is where the core leadership of this wonderful platform begins. Once you're a diamond, you're recognized specially, and some accolades, you know, and rewards comes with it. Different times we've had celebration recognizing diamonds on this platform. The diamonds also go for retreat, you know, to some of the best hotels in the city. In 2020, it was at Radisson Blu 3-day retreat. It was a fantastic time out, you know, having to have 3 buffets all day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and sleeping in the best of rooms is amazing. Some of us didn't have these privileges before joining Phytoscience platform. So Phytoscience platform has exposed us and has given us the opportunity to wine and dine. Last year, we went to Marriott. That was where we had the retreat, Marriott Hotel in Lagos, 3-day retreat. And it was also an amazing time out. And it was also extended to our spouses. So we had what we call the Diamond Couple Hangout, where we were entertained at a Chinese restaurant with our spouses. And they were also given a one-night stay in the hotel. And I tell you, it renewed the vows of many of our couples, our diamond couples in the room. It was an amazing bonding time as well. Okay, so quickly, let's show you how this platform can help you increase your finances, can help you boost your finances, and help you solve those problems that are stressing you out. You know, once you are able to engage with this, you will start earning residual income. And don't forget to explain to you what residual income is at the beginning of the presentation. And once you have something to bank on, I mean, for those that are on pension, pension is almost like a residual income. You're no longer working, but guess what? They're paying you every month for as long as you live. You know, they're paying you every month. Imagine your pension ceases today. Then you will appreciate the beauty of this residual income. Okay, so it's similar to that, whereby even when you are not working, as long as you have built something down that will be paying you over time, you continue to receive income. So are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, I don't know why James' hand is up, but we don't entertain questions while the presentation is going on. We'll take questions at the end of the presentation, if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. All right, so let's show you the compensation plan, which has been accorded top 5 plan in our industry by one of the regulatory body, which is the Business for Home. Has tagged this plan we want to show you as top 5 in the world. The compensation plan allows you to earn residual income, gives you opportunity to travel for free, can help you create more time for other things that you do, give you time freedom, because when you are able to earn income regularly from another source, some of the things that are stressing you out, you will leave them. that are taking your time, you'll be able to, leave them for more productive things. If you want to go into it full time, then it's a wonderful platform, business platform for you to be your own boss. And ultimately, if you keep running it, then you will attain financial freedom. 11 different ways in which you can earn on this platform. So there's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you to earn in 11 different ways. Let's show you some of them briefly. There's something we call direct bonus. Direct bonus, according to me, is your personal effort bonus. That means it's the bonus that you earn when you extend what you have heard to somebody else and the person decided to partner with us. Then we will pay you for that effort for referring somebody to us, and you earn beautifully well. So it's dependent on the package that you yourself, you buy, your own account, and the packages that the persons that you are referring picks. So if you are a silver member, meaning that you purchased a silver package, for every silver package that you recommend, every silver package bought through you, you are going to earn $32. If they buy gold package, you will earn $88 per person. And if they buy the platinum package, you earn $135 per person. Now, let's say you decide to buy the gold package. For every silver package bought by the people that you recommend to us, you'll be earning 19,381, which is $32.85. If they buy the gold package, you earn for yourself $177. And in Nigeria right now, this money is beautiful to hear, because when you have the opportunity of earning an equivalent of dollar, it's interesting. You'll be able to beat inflation, basically. Okay, so if the person you recommended buys the platinum package, you earn $225. If you decide to become a platinum member, then your earnings are higher. When you recommend anybody that buys the silver pack, is 19,000 naira. They buy the gold pack is 104,000 naira. And if they buy the platinum pack is 500,000 naira. So that is it for direct bonus. This is your personal effort. If you don't recommend anyone, you don't earn this bonus. It's as simple as that. So it's for work done. Okay, so this can be equated to linear for the work that you do. Now it starts getting interesting. We have what we call the matching direct sponsor bonus. This is a bonus that you earn even if all you did was one recommendation. One person you recommended picks up the package, but that person now decides to build an organization from it. That means the person goes ahead and builds a structure, builds a system, and is earning. You that started this whole chain, you also be getting percentages from their activities. So let me just explain it pictorially for you. Say this is you now, and you recommended Thomas to pick up a pack, and Thomas picks up a platinum pack just like you. Now, Thomas understands that I can make a business out of this platform and I can create residual income. So Thomas gets to work and speaks to more persons, recommends Peter. Instantly, you earn $450. Don't forget, this bonus is an instant bonus. The same time the person picks the package is the same time you earn this money. So it's not end of the month. You earn it instantly. So say Peter signs up, picks up a platinum package. Instantly, Thomas earns $450. And Thomas likes that amount, goes ahead and speaks to somebody else, speaks to Paul. Then Paul also signs up as a platinum package. Peter has earned a whopping $900 simply for doing the same thing he does every time. When you get a good service, you recommend your friends. When you buy a wonderful promote, you tell your friends as well. So Peter has done that, and for that effort, we're saying thank you with $900. Guess what? You don't know Peter, you don't know transaction at all. But because Thomas that sponsored these people is your own personal recommendation, you get a percentage of 7%. So from what Peter has earned, $900, the company will pay you 7%, pays Peter the $900, pays Thomas the $900, and you get $63 for the activities that happened in Thomas's company. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? So simply because you started this whole organization, basically, you are entitled to commission for the activity that is done. So that's your level 1. Thomas is your personal sign-up, so that's your level 1. Peter and Paul are your indirect sign-ups. They didn't come through you, but they came through the person that you recommended. So we'll call that your level 2. And it continues all the way to your level 10. So for the level 2, you will earn 2%. Every time anybody below Peter Thomas earns whatever they earn, you are entitled to 2%. It doesn't matter the number, up until 10 levels. Is that not amazing? So it means if by 10 levels you have like 50 persons or 100 persons in the organization, you are entitled to 2% of whatever they earn when they sign up people. Is that not amazing? That is beautiful residual income. All right, so let's go to the next one. The next one is called key-in bonus, registration bonus, which is only for platinum members. So if you're not a platinum member, you cannot earn this. Now, this is paid to you for helping the company to process the registration. As a platinum member, you can help process any registration from your house with your phone or your laptop. Once you do that, the company will pay you. If you process a silver registration, you earn $2.19 for that. If you process a gold registration, you earn $11.85 for that. And if it's a platinum registration, you will earn $30 for that. Beautiful bonus. So let's go to the main bonus for me, which is the peering bonus. This is where true residual income comes in. For peering bonus or development bonus, this happens when your team begins to grow, when your organization begins to grow. Don't forget, you will start an organization with you first. Then you begin to add people to your organization if you want it to grow. There's no island. No man is an island anywhere. There's no business that is run by one person in the world, no kind of business. You need people to help you grow that business. So it's the same thing here. The business will start with you, but ultimately you'll be adding like minds to your business, and that will create a growth in your organization. So it's the same thing here. So when you start with as a silver, for instance, and you are able to add 2 persons to your organization, let's call them S1 and S2 because they also bought silver packages. Guess what? The company will reward you with $14, 14.6, which is 8,000 Naira by our present conversion rate. Now, guess what? If S1 adds 1 person to his own organization called Kudi, and S2 adds 1 person to her organization called Kate, the company will pay you again. It means 2 new persons have joined the organization. It does not matter where they come from. As long as you can find them in your lineage, you are paid for it. Is that not beautiful? Now, the minute S2 signs the second person, S1, sorry, signs the second person, let's call that person Sam. S1 earns his own 8,000. S2 signs up another person, Ade. S2 earns his own 8,000. But guess what? You will earn another 8,000 because 2 new persons, Kate and Ade, have joined the organization, meaning that every time 2 persons join your organization as silver, you are entitled to 8,614 Naira or $14.6. Isn't that wonderful? You don't know Kudi, you don't know Sam, you don't know Kate, you don't know Ade. All you know is S1 and S2. And guess what? The minute the system is growing, your lineage is expanding. They are like your grandchildren. You didn't give birth to your grandchildren, your biological grandchildren as we speak. But guess what? They are counted as your family, right? You only give birth to your children, but your children back their own children, who happens to be your own grandchildren. But guess what? They are connected to you. They are in your lineage. So every time you have 2 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren, every time it's added to your family, you are earning. That's what this means. So what you will earn is dependent on the package you pick. So as silver, the package you pick and the package the people that are coming in also picks. So as silver, you are earning 8,614 every time 2 new persons join the organization. As gold, this is what happens. It's not 8,000. Every time 2 persons join the organization, you are earning 46,000 naira or $79. And as platinum, every time 2 new persons join your organization, you are earning $200. So imagine if 10 new persons join your organization. Don't forget, they are not your direct effort necessarily. Just 2 needs to be your direct effort. As long as those your children are productive, they are giving birth, and your grandchildren are giving birth. It's $200 for you every time you have to. $200. So it means if there are 10 new persons in your organization as platinum, you are entitled to $1,000. How cool is this system? And they don't have to be your locality, your location. They could be anywhere in the world. Like I'm speaking right now, we have people from the UK, from Canada, from US, from Ghana, from Kenya, all over. And you're earning. Imagine you earning from activities happening in another country that you've not even been to. It's a beautiful system, I must tell you. So this is what happens with the parent bonus. So if you can project, if you're going to make it intentional that you really want to build this system well, ensure that there is duplication every month. What this means is that if you start your family, your organization, your lineage with just 2 persons, and you ensure that each person is duplicating, even if it's just once a month. Like if you sign up 2 persons in the month of August and nothing happens again, and those 2 persons signs up 2 persons in the month of September, nothing happens again. Those 2 new persons sign up in the month of October. If you're doing like that as a silver package, we call that the silver plan. By the end of 10 months, you'll be shocked that you have accumulated over 7 million naira from those activities alone. No other bonus, just that pairing bonus alone. If you do like that under the gold package, by the 10th month, you would have gathered 42 million naira. Little drops of water, little piece of sand, they say, makes a mighty ocean. Imagine that tiny activity you are doing would amount to over 42 million in 10 months. And if you're on the platinum package, whoa, over 100 million. You can gather that in 10 months. If you want to play big, go to platinum. Go to platinum and you will see money and you'll be wondering, what's happening? What did you do? Now, with this amount of money, tell me, what can't you do? If you need to go for medical treatment abroad, you can afford to sponsor it. If you need to take your children to the best of schools, you can afford to pay for it. If you need to go on vacation once a year, twice a year, ride on first class, you can afford to do it. Take your family along and actually explore this world, this beautiful world that God has given us, that some of us have only limited ourselves to our country or to our state. The world is indeed very beautiful. By the time you step out of your comfort zone and see other places, you appreciate God, the awesomeness of God all over again. You will learn to love people by the time you mix with other cultures. But how can you do this when you're starving, when you're just trying to get by, when you don't even know where the next meal is going to come from, or you're just seemingly comfortable? So the platform affords you to live life according to your terms. It's not all about making money. For me, living your dreams is able to afford what you want to afford. Is able to do what you want to do is extremely, extremely important. Now, as you're earning this income, the company is rewarding you with ranks, is ranking you so that you know how well you are doing. It's giving you titles. You know, when you earn up to $3,000, it gives you your first title, 1 star, $7,000, second title, 2 star, $15,000, your third title, 3 star. And when you earn $30,000, you start with the leadership level of in the business, and you are open to other opportunities. You know, you get your diamond rank, 50,000, you get your blue diamond rank, 100,000, black diamond, all the way to crown president, which is $1 million. And we have people that have earned this. Of course we do. Now the company will also Once you become a diamond and you can meet up to earning minimum of $3,000 in a month, then you'll be given what we call the CTO shares. That's the company turnover. Technically, you are like a shareholder with a company and you're entitled to benefit from their the income generated by the company. They share 3% of it among the diamonds, and your number of shares is dependent on the level of diamond that you have risen to. So it's interesting, and this is paid twice a year so that you earn it as a lump sum, and you can do all sort of things with that income. As it is, we have a promo ongoing that rewards persons as they rank. You know, if you're 1 star, once you rank within the promo period, I think we've done the first phase, it's about 2 phases left. You know, you earn $25,000 cash prize. Once you move to 2-star, you earn $50,000 cash prize. 3-star, $50,000 cash prize with some products, and all the way like that to crown president. And if you have the highest earning in the month among the Nigerian distributors, then the first person will get, that's the highest person, the person with the highest earnings in the month will get additional 300,000 naira added to whatever you've earned. So it means that if you've earned 2 million or 3 million this month, for instance, and you are the highest earner for the month, the company will still give you additional 300,000. Is that not beautiful? So if you come second, you earn 200,000, and if you come third, you earn 100,000. So just to show you that indeed this is real, we have our crown president, one of our crown president from Malaysia. Her name is Dato Zaza. She's earned over $2 million as we speak, and in commissions. And we have our African leaders also in this category of the crown ambassadors. We have Mr. Bismarck Osafo Boateng, and we have Olajide Olaoke. And for the Black Diamonds, we have Olalere Michael, the host in the room, and we have our Lady Black Diamond, Patience Demowe. Amazing, amazing people showing us what is possible. These people started from the scratch, and they are actually going to dust this rank very soon, moving to the next crown, which is the crown, next rank, which is the crown diamond. Now, for the blue diamond, we have my own sponsor, the person that brought me into this opportunity. Her name is Alex Igori, aka Slexia. We have Ijoma Stella. We have Sarah Oladiran, aka Jadunsi. We have Olatunde Samuel, and we do have Olawale John. For the diamonds, quickly, we have Eri Okocha, who we call ATM. We have Mary Olariwaju. We have my humble self here. We have Victor Emowe, and we have Akwa Afolabi. We also have Obiefuna Faith. We call her Dollar Faith, young, vibrant woman doing amazing, amazing things with this platform. We have Oluwashino Ibere. We have Professor Adeloye Babatunde, our professor of physics that came to the platform in less than 2 years and has done incredibly well, adding value to people's lives with the products, you know, and of course, also not feeling the impact of ASWA at all, because this platform has come as a shock absorber for him. Okay, so we do have Obiahon Mary Teresa, we call her MT, and we have a Geoffrey Benedict, our latest diamond. So the question is, who's next? Who is next? You don't know, the angel is going around this room right now. So if that is you, just hit the like button or hit the love button if you're going to be the next picture that will be displayed here as the diamond. I can't see the reaction. I don't know if you are reacting, but I can't really see. But I hope you're doing that. Okay, so, okay, I see Tonya, great. So shall it be. So shall it be. Okay, quickly, let's now go to the other side of it. Don't forget our definition of health. Health is a state of complete physical. Now you can see the physical is bold right now, mental and social well-being. So we've been able to give you how phytoscience can help, can come through in the place of social well-being, which automatically will help your mental state and of course, ultimately improve your physical state. So we want your physical state. We just don't want you to cure and treat diseases. That's not all we want. We also want you to prevent it. We want you to be in a good state of health so that you will live long to enjoy this money. Because if you have money and you're sick, you have nothing. So it's important, and that's why we've combined this. That's why we've combined this, and that's why we're not going to show you how to help your physical state. How do we stay healthy and youthful? By going back to nature. We cannot overemphasize this. We are not made of drugs. We are made of cells. And if you want to take care of anything that is made, you have to go back to what you use in making it in the first place. The manufacturer is the only person that can tell you what to use to fix it. That is why your devices, your gadgets comes with manual on how to. And if we go back to the creation of the world, I'm sure God told us that He's given us herbs for what? For food and for medicine. That is from the manufacturer. Herbs, plants is what He gave us as our go-to when the body is down. So the drugs, we applaud it. Science has done a lot. We are not undermining what drugs can do, but we're telling you that for total turnaround of your state of health, to keep your health in the best of state, you have to go back to the things that created those parts of your body in the first place. And we thank God that is the same science that is helping us to uncover this. So we're not demeaning science at all. Rather, we are applauding the fact that science has also recognized that we need to go back to nature in order to get our health back. So we're talking about stem cells. What are stem cells? Stem cells are called there are special cells called mother cells. They have the amazing power to produce new cells that can transform into any tissue or organ in your body. And it is due to this wonderful ability that they have the potential to treat over 200 life-threatening diseases. Let me try and explain a bit with this picture. Now, cell is the unit of life, is the foundation of your body, starts from cell. A collection of the cell is your level 2. You can see that God created our bodies in levels as well. Just the same way the reward system we show you is in levels. Everything we are doing, nothing is man-made. Everything, the idea is from God, it's from nature. Okay, so there's a level 1, there's a level 2. Level 1 is the cell level. Level 2 is when these cells collect themselves together. Don't forget, level 1, you start alone in this business. Level 2, you do what you must gather people. It's the same way here. So level 1 is cell, it started alone, but it had to do what? Duplicate and move to level 2 where they collect themselves. It's called growth. They have added more to themselves so that they can do more meaningful things. So a collection of these cells become what? Tissue. And guess what? As tissue, there's limit to what they can do. So they need to grow further and become what? Organ. So tissues collect themselves to become organs. And guess what? Organs can do something, but they cannot do as much as when they collect themselves to become what? System. So the organs become system, which is the level 4. And the system is what you have in your body that allows you as an organism to function. So we have the digestive system, we have the circulatory system, we have the reproductive system, we have the nervous system, etc. Even though they are individual systems, they have to come together and work as one. I'll take it back to the business side. Even though, yes, you don't want to talk to people, you want to be alone, or you have what. For you to grow and achieve success, you have to come together. It's a collective task. That's when you enjoy the beauty of it. You need to create a system whereby even though as individuals, you are still working for a common goal, a common good. So the foundation of every system in your body is cell. So it means that, look at this organ or this system now. If the stomach is the problem here in the system won't function properly. Now, the stomach will require the parts that formed it in the first place if it needs to be fixed. It's not just to give a tap on the head and pat the stomach, calm down, you take the drug, it calms down, then tomorrow again it comes up. Something is fundamentally wrong with the makeup, that if you don't fix that, you'll just be doing what to call, I've forgotten what they call it in medical terms. You know, when you're just dancing around the issue, but you're not solving it. Now, the tissue itself did not form itself. It will now look for which of the cells are having problem here, have diminished, that is not allowing the stomach to function well. Then if it's possible for them to get those cells back into the tissue, then the tissue will function again. Then the tissue will not go back and the organ will function again. Then the organ will not go what and the system will function again. So the cells that God has given us as replacements that can help to achieve these tasks is what we call stem cells. Do we understand it now? And God has put it in our body right from the foundation of the body. So they are there. Their function is to help to repair damaged tissues and organs. Let's move on. So potential use of stem cells. Stem cell has been potentially used, or they have potential in these areas: stroke, baldness, blindness, deafness, amyottic lateral sclerosis, myocardial infarction, muscular dystrophy, diabetes, multiple site cancers, traumatic brain injury, learning defect, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, missing teeth, wound healing, bone marrow transplantation, spinal cord injury, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and much, much more. So most of the conditions that have been said to be what they call them, is it lifetime terminal illnesses, you found out that with the advent of stem cell, it is possible for us to reverse these conditions. So facts about stem cells: everybody has stem cells. Everybody uses stem cells every day. Stem cells die, living organisms, so they die, and because we know that they diminish by age, lifestyle, environmental factor, and they eventually die as well, it is important for us to know how to nourish them, how to call them forth, and how to strengthen them, how to make them strong, how to not lose them, or how to not lose them as fast, because as you grow older, they reduce in number. So you don't have to be sick to generate new cells with stem cells. Rather, you generate new cells to prevent sickness. So you don't start, how will I put this now? You see, soldiers, they train before the sound of any war. They may not be war in the next 50 years, but you always find the soldiers training, getting ready for combat, because you don't know when it will come, so that it will not come meet them unprepared. That is how our body system is supposed to be. So you're not supposed to start increasing your stem cells or working at your immunity when the sickness hits you. No. You ensure that your cells are combat ready, because you don't know when the sickness will come. You don't know where it's going to come from. There are some things you cannot control, just like the COVID virus. You can't control it. You just try as much as possible to prevent it, but we didn't see it coming. So you get your body ready for sickness, that when it comes, it will not hit you and put you down. Don't wait until you're sick, then you start running around for solution, basically. So let's just quickly show you our revolutionary plant-based stem cell. It's called the Otuela Spatloba apple, Swiss apple. Now, a company called Nibe Biochemistry was able to discover this apple, and they were able to isolate the stem cells, and they found out that 0.01 concentration of the Swiss apple stem cells can help regenerate over 80% stem cells in humans, using the technology that they had to create called the Phytoscience technology. What this means is that they found out that this Swiss apple acts like a catalyst. He understands, there's a way it communicates with the human cells. For some reason, he understands their language. They call it in science the epigenetic factor. He understands the language of the human cells, and he has a way of communicating with them to nudge them to reproduce themselves and do it fast, up to 80%. Call it fertilizer if you like. So they help to protect healthy cells, to repair damaged cells, and to regenerate dormant cells. Now, when Phytoscience discovered this, they had to go and partner with Nibe Biochemistry to have the exclusive rights to the distribution of double stem cell and triple stem cell, and also have the exclusive rights to its formulation and patent. Meaning that if you hear double stem cell, triple stem cell, or the formulation of what they use for double stem cell anywhere else claiming to be the same, it is not. It is not possible, because they have an MOU they have an MOU agreement on this, and this was signed in 2013. Okay, so let's quickly show you the products. This product has won awards as Super Health Brand Food between the year of 2014 and 2016. Let's go to it quickly. We have what we call the double stem cell and the crystal cell. The benefit, total overhaul of your cells, cellular rejuvenation. They help for anti-inflammation, help to protect you from the UV rays, speed up wound healing, anti-aging, etc. So many things that it does. Get back to the person that invited you here to give you a breakdown, share you the videos of each of these products, and you will see the breakdown of exactly what more these products can do. How do you take them? You take them sublingually, you lift your tongue up and pour it underneath your tongue. It'll go to the sublingual glands, then it dissolves and it starts working in your body. Drink a lot of water after you have taken it, and it's best on empty stomach. Please don't chew it and don't inhale it. Quickly to other products. We have the Snowfield Fort, which is a fantastic detox that helps best aid in gastrointestinal problems, balances body alkaline count. Cancer thrives in acidic environments, so Snowfield will help you balance the acidity in your body. Rebuilds hemoglobin and red blood cells, fantastic for sickle cell. It helps to nourish the blood and will help to oxygenate the blood. So it helps prevent crisis in those having sickle cell. And it helps to fight infection as well. Now for Snowfield, you have to mix it in water, 50 cl quantity of water, and you mix and you drink that. Okay, Actua Plus is a herbal drop that helps you heal and recover from all diseases, especially diabetes. It's the best to boost and strengthen your immune system. It's a fantastic immune booster because it has 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. If you're recovering from an ailment, you take 10 drops 3 times a day, and you shake before use, and don't use in hot water. IIQ is a juice, a beverage juice made of lutein, zeaxanthin, and wolfberry goji. The IIQ is for your brain health and your eye health. It's fantastic for that. It improves your brain health, cognitive function, memory, and even mood. Helps to reduce the risk of muscular degeneration, protects the brain cells from damage by toxic free radicals, prevent memory loss and mental decline, reduce mental fatigue, improves your eye function, including the ability to adapt to the dark, and slow cognitive decline in older women, and keeps your brain sharp. So it's also recommended for children. Children can take it. Now take 1 or 2 sachets per day after meal. Recommended to be taken daily. So let's go to the skincare. For the skincare, we have what we call the Triple Miracle Intense Essence, and we have the H2O Moisturizer. This is your skin food, good for blemishes, good for spots, good for wrinkles, good for fine lines, help to brighten your skin, and it helps to heal wounds as well. It helps for wound healing, and it helps to reduce the appearance of stretch marks. So anything that has to do with skin, really, even if it's burns, hot water, hot oil, all that, apply Miracle Intense. It lives after its name. It's miraculous in the way it works. And for the moisturizer, it helps to give your body that hydrates your skin, basically. And once your skin is hydrated, you're sure that you won't wrinkle and you won't have fine lines. All products are certified by not just NAFDAC, by the US FDA as well. And we are also certified vegetarian friendly, halal certified, 100% natural. We've won the European Cosmetic category of Best Active Ingredient Award. That was in 2014, and it's GMP certified. Also, you're insured when you use the product as long as you get it from source. By from source, I mean through the person that has introduced you here, from the company. That way you have an account, you have a number, you can track the batch number of the product, so that if you say you got injured, it caused any damage to you, you can lay claim and you're liable to claim of $1 million. All right, so just a few testimonies of before and after. The changes can be dramatic. This is not a before and after of the product. It's just to show you how dramatic the changes can be when you use Phytoscience product. conditions that has been condemned and been left to die, by the grace of God, we have seen amazing results. Some of the pictures you may not like, but please indulge us. We just need to show you so that you can appreciate what the product can do. Now, this is a case of diabetic gangrene. This leg was condemned for amputation, but was revived just under 2 months using the product, especially double stem cell, crystal cell, and snowfield fork. The leg came back to life. The legs that doctors have condemned came back to life. We also have a case of infertility or cases of infertility. Just to mention this, twin baby, by the grace of God, they was supposed to go for IVF and all that, and stem cell came to the rescue and they got their babies. Quickly, other testimonies will be shared in the room, and you can also get back to the person that introduced you. There's almost no condition that you call that we have not recorded testimonies in, so they can share the testimonies with you. Okay, for the packages, how do you connect? How much does the package cost? For silver, we have a promo package called the silver promo going for $145. That's 87,100 naira. And for that, you have 3 crystal cell is what you find in that package. Now, if you go for the other package, the regular package is for 116,100 naira. And there you find 6 double stem cell in that package. Or if you want a mixed pack, then you can get 4 double stem cell, 1 snowfield fork, and 1 crystal cell under the silver package. Now, for the gold package, it's on promo. So it's going for 558,570. And there you also have a mixture of double stem cell and snowfield fork. And if you do it now, you get auto upgrade to platinum. So that means you can get platinum for the price of gold if you do it now. Then for platinum, we have the mixed package. We have the single packages as well for just double stem cell alone. But if you want the combination of product, then you get the package for 1,380,600 naira. And that has 30 double stem cell, 20 crystal cell, 6 snowfield fork, and 2 actual plus. We do have other packages, but these are the main packages. So get back to the person that invited you here to see all other packages. Now, what are you going to do next? You've had it. How do you connect with us? It's simple. Pick up the registration form, fill the necessary details, choose your package wisely, and I will encourage you to go for the best buy right now, which is the gold package if you cannot buy the platinum. If you do the gold package, you are guaranteed to become the platinum. This is going to last for this month, so do it as fast as you can. Then next, confirm that you've been signed up and your ID. Then pick up your products. Guess what? Invite your friends and start earning. Remember, if you want to make money from this platform, it's simple. Just share. Share the opportunity with other people. When you share, you show you care. And when you share, it's a way to also earn. At this point, I want to welcome you all to Phytoscience. Welcome to an amazing platform. Welcome to Total Health, Wellness, and welcome to Financial Freedom. See you at the top, and thank you for listening to me this evening as I hand over back to the host of the night, Mr. Michael Aleri. Thank you so much.
Wow, what a very powerful presentation. Please, can we give our presenter, our teacher, our lecturer a beautiful reaction? Please go to reaction button, and if you really love what you heard, please give her a wonderful reaction. I always like to tell people that it is not easy to talk. Not even to talk, it is not easy to talk common sense. And that is what we have today. We are in the era of information, and that is why Phytoscience has come to, eradicate poverty and heal health. You have heard it all. This is 21st century. You don't need to wait until you get sick before you start nourishing the cell of your body. Let your food be your medicine, and let your medicine be your food. If you have people around you who have been having 1 or 2 health challenges, please, this is an opportunity for you to relate with them with what you have heard here. And for many of you who does not have anything that you are not in at the moment, that doesn't mean sickness won't come. And that is why you need to use stem cells. Stem cell is the order of the day. And if the more you regenerate cell in your body system, the more healthier you are. I wouldn't know if you really need to have a question. If any one of you have a question, especially to the guests in the house. We still have time. We can take about 2 or 3 of them, of those questions. And before we go to the question, please, I still want to see reaction. I still want to see reaction. This is a powerful training. And if you need to pay for this training, these are the kind of training that people pay for online, and they pay dollars, they pay thousands of dollars to receive this kind of information. And that is Phytoscience, what Phytoscience has packaged for you to listen to free of charge. And we want you to make use of this information to better your life, to better the life of people around you, a family member. Please don't wait until the sickness eats you before you start to take stem cell. Stem cell is the 21st century discovery, and you need to be part of it. America already said it that 80% of the world population will be tied to stem cell technology. And today, if 80% of the world population is going to be tied with stem cell technology, then what do you think will happen to the remaining 20%? It simply means you have a choice. You have a choice. Don't forget that from the teaching, we are made to know that our body system is not made up of drug. We are made of cell, and cell is the thing, is one of the things that you need to pay attention to. And the best way to nourish the cell of the body, to protect your healthy cell from being damaged, and to repair or regenerate new cell, is to go by the way of our plant stem cell, the first type of plant stem cell that has been invented by phytoscience and maybe by chemistry. That is what we have given you. Please spread the information and let's put people back on their feet. For many of our guests in the house, if you have any question, you can just go to the reaction button and just raise up your hand. To the co-host in the house, please help me to check the chat room if there's any question we need to attend to. And we are going to attend to questions from only our guests. For the members, please, you can attend our Thursday training. If you are already a registered member, you can attend our training on Thursday to ask your question, or you get back to those people in your team who are been in the business and who know how to help you out. But for the guests in the house, please, if you have any question, you can just signify by raising up your hand. We are going to unmute you. The host in the house, if you see anybody that is raising up his or her hand, please help me to check so that we can unmute them and they can ask their question. And please make your question brief. Thank you very much. Any question in the house?
Yes, we have a Stephen. I've asked him to unmute.
All right.
Stephen. Yes, let's hear your question.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for the wonderful lecture this evening. I'm a new person here, and I'm beginning to get all the needed information to make me start very well in this organization. Ma, the reason there is one person that is very close to me around here. The man is suffering from serious heart breathing. He's not breathing very well, and the information reaching me that he has a kidney problem. There's a hole in his kidney. So, I don't know how will I be able to. What will I be able to minister? I think which of them I need to buy? I think I need to let them know what we need to buy. I think which of the supplement I need to buy so that we can take it for his image.
All right, we get your question. I will allow one of our leaders to do justice to that. Slexia, please, can you unmute yourself and quickly do justice to that question? Slexia, are you there, Slexia? Slexia, okay.
I am there. Good evening, everyone.
All right.
I was trying to look for a very quiet, when the question was coming up, I was trying to look for a very quiet place where you would not hear the sounds of the whole house. So I didn't get every of his question. If you won't mind, help me take back the question. Sorry for that.
Okay, he asked about what can somebody who's having a kidney or heart problem, is the person obese? Is the person on the high side, Mr. Stephen?
Yes.
Okay, so I think this person is having kidney, or it could be kidney, it could be a heart problem. What do you think we can recommend for the person to use? Slexia.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Stephen. Now, on the case of the matter, irrespective of what it is, the phytoscience stem cell is going to work in whatever form it is. Now, Mr. Mike just asked you if the person is obese. There may be a difference in being obese and retaining water. The person might be having water retention and you think the person is just obese. If that is the case, maybe the person is having a kidney problem. We can't tell for certain until there is a proper analysis done medically. So we'll know if the person is obese or is retaining water due to kidney or any nephrological case. So if the person is retaining water, you will start the person on maybe crystal cell. Let's do crystal cell and Actio+ plus snowfield forts. Why I said maybe is this. Let's not start with the double stem cell if it's that case. Then for the snowfield forts, the trainer for tonight stated how they are all going to be consumed. They are going to be consumed with the snowfield is going to be immersed in water. The Actio+ is also going into water. So if the person is having water retention, they may have given the person, or the person is supposed to be on a limited quantity of water every day. So we may be doing 250 ml, that's 25 cl of water for the snowfield fort, and drops of Actio+ in the same 25 cl of water, and the person can consume it gradually for the whole day, but must keep the snowfield refrigerated. I hope that is not confusing. The snowfield fort, 1 sachet, 250 cl water, 10 drops of Actio+ inside that 250 cl water to be consumed for the whole day, should be refrigerated after each sip. Then you can do crystal cell, just 1 sachet 3 times daily. Let's take it like that. Crystal cell 3 times daily, 10 drops of Actio+, 1 snowfield fort in 250 cl water throughout the day. But if it's a case of heart problem, you can simply do either double stem cell or crystal cell and snowfield fort. That will take a very good form for the person. Thank you. But sincerely, I will want the person to ascertain if it is a nephrological case or a cardiological case. Thank you.
All right, that's it. You've heard it up, Mr. Stephen, and if you need to ask more questions, you can get back to the person that referred you here. They will connect you with the appropriate person that can help you to do more explanation to that. I think we have Emmanuel Victor. Okay, let's start from Samuel Mbelu. Samuel Mbelu, please, you can unmute yourself for your question.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Samuel Mbelu.
All right.
I am new, or not quite new. I'm a registered nurse.
Okay.
So I'm the one having the condition. I'm having a high blood pressure. I went to see a cardiologist, and they said I'm having what you call a hyperdynamic circulation. My heart rate was very high. That means the pulse rate above normal range of 60 to 100. So they placed me on metoprolol. Then I'm having frequent urination. So I got the product, double stem cell, crystal cell, Actio+, and snowfield fort. So initially I started with the snowfield fort for 3 days or 4 days to detoxify, and before I started with a double stem cell. But of late, I noticed, because double stem cell contains sodium, I know from my training that sodium retains water. So presently now, I am taking double stem cell, But I discovered that my blood pressure keep on spiking to the extent of sometimes I get 180, 170, 170, something. My blood pressure have not spiked to that extent. So I started getting discouraged. So though I'm taking my drugs, which is a metoprolol is a beta blocker, and aspirin, which is a vasopressor 75 milligram. They say I should continue with it, but this, my constant spiking of blood pressure, my blood pressure doesn't exceed more than 140, but this I'm getting 160, 170, 171. So I started getting doubt. How will I continue on this? So that's my question. I've been looking for a doctor in the line of this phytoscience to discuss my condition, because I know that sodium retains water. So the thing is giving me a serious concern.
All right, sir. I'm going to unmute somebody. Don Fabian, are you in? Don Fabian, please, can you unmute yourself? And you can help us to attend to that question. Don Fabian? Don Fabian, please unmute yourself. Our co-host, please, you need to pay up attention to all the questions, and we just call any one of you. Don Fabian, are you there? Okay, if Don Fabian is not there.
He's there. He was connecting. I think he will soon be on. Yeah, he disconnected for a while, but he's back now.
Don Fabian, please unmute yourself, and because we don't want to really spend too much time here. Okay. Let me call on another person that can do justice to that. Let me call on Dr. Wale. Dr. Wale, please, can you help us to
Mr. Mike?
Answer the, yes?
Mr. Mike, sorry, before Dr. Wale takes the case, I want to correct an impression. Can I go ahead? Hello? I can't hear you.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
All right, Mr. Samuel, can I quickly correct an impression?
Yeah.
Sodium is different from sodium chloride.
Yeah,
sodium chloride is salt, yes. Sodium chloride is salt, one. Then two, double stem cell has a very minute, insignificant amount of sodium. Now, what most people do is you just as you go to the back and you see the number there, and they don't look at the other aspect of it. The number you see there, yes, let me break it down to you, sir. The recommended daily sodium intake for an adult is 2,300 milligrams per day. The amount of sodium in one sachet of double stem cell is 20.12 milligram. 20. By the time you do the conversion, what you are looking at is 149 per 100 gram. That's what's at the back. But by the time you break it down to the units, how many gram is in each sachet? In fact, the total number of 14 sachets is not even up to 100 grams. So by the time you break it down, it's about 20.128 milligram of sodium in double stem cell, which is very insignificant compared to the allowed requirement and allowed daily sodium intake for an adult. For a man is 2,300 milligrams per day is permitted. So 20 to 2,300 is totally insignificant. So
it's okay.
Double stem cell does not contain sodium as people projected. It cannot have that effect on you at all. So it's something else that is causing your blood pressure and the water retention, not double stem cell. I just wanted to point that out so that you don't have that misgiving that that's what is responsible for the spike you're experiencing. Okay, over to you, Mr.
Okay.
Right, thank you for that.
Yeah, if you want, I can show you. Sorry, Mr. Ike. If you want, I can help and I show you the breakdown. Like I said, I'm a food scientist, so that's my area. So I had to do that. I have the full breakdown of how we got.
No problem. I agree with you. I agree with you. Let's know what is spiking the blood. Let's get the answer. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, you're muted.
Oh, Mr. Wale, please, can you unmute yourself if Don Fabian is not available at the moment? Mr. Wale? Okay, I think I will need to call on probably Slexia again. Slexia, you can as well unmute yourself. Please, let's quickly do justice to this question so that we can leave this place on time. We don't need to We don't need to keep our guests here too much.
Thank you, Mr. Mike. First of all, I want to give kudos to Didi for the clarification. At least it will set the mind of the person at rest. But someone just volunteered. I hope that will not be out of place. QTYT just volunteered to answer that question. Will you allow her, or should I just go ahead?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you so very much. Just like Didi has answered, sir, there may be so many other factors that are that are causing your blood pressure, because a lot of people will say blood pressure does not have a cure until you do a psychological analysis of what is really wrong, because so many things could be factored into what is causing spikes in blood pressure. So you're going to check your immediate environment, sir. You're going to check the kind of food you take right now, and you're going to check maybe the tension around with all what is happening in the country. It's going to help to put that down. Don't be discouraged about the double stem cell. The sodium there does not have any issue to do with your body. It's just that a lot of people, different body metabolism, take a different form whenever they take any of the products. Yours could just be saying some negative thing. What I will advise is go ahead with it. Watch yourself. Watch other things that are in what you do, the kind of food you take, the kind of drinks you take also. And I'm sure in a very short time, everything will normalize. You'll be fine, sir. We have a lot of testimonies here, so you'll be fine.
No problem. My only concern, my only fear is the thing going up ever since I started taking double stem cell. Although I've started together with Snowy 40 anyway. Okay. That's the only concern I'm having. Only because initially my blood pressure, the highest I had before was just 140, 100. Okay. Like as I said, I'm a metoprolol. Metoprolol is a beta blocker because of my increased heart rate. My heart rate exceeds 100, which is above the normal range. But the latest is that the double stem cell, as I was taking the day of recent when my Snowy 4 finished, I was taking the double stem cell. So I noticed that every morning I check my blood pressure, I get 150, 100, 160 on truth. So the thing now started giving me concerns. Will I continue or should I stop?
Okay, you know what? Because when you started this now, you have introduced another psychological thing into it. Yes, you have introduced another psychological thing into it. You are getting worried about it, and that is another trigger. So
I know it was the spike that makes me to get worried. That is the truth.
So it's going to really trigger it. You calm down. The double stem cell is awesome. You calm down. But if you think your mind is telling you something otherwise, I normally advise, no matter what it is, do your double stem cell therapy, drink a lot of water. But if you feel like, oh, this is the cause, then let it rest. Do your snowfield. Watch what is happening to you, at least for 1 week. Then maybe you get back to the person who is your sponsor. Okay, sir.
All right, that's a very lovely one. And in addition to that, please, like how many sachets do you take a day, please? How many sachets of double stem cell do you take a day?
I take only one because they told me I should take twice a day, but I only take one. I'm on natural.
Okay,
I only
one
take
is
one
okay.
because I'm afraid. Yeah.
One is okay for you. Just continue your therapy. It will surely go down. I can tell you that it will surely go down. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir.
So we also have Mr. Emmanuel Victor. Please, you can ask your question. Let's make our question brief, please. Mr. Emmanuel Victor, yeah, you can unmute yourself. Emmanuel Victor.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, my name is I'm Engineer Emmanuel Victor. I have a patient, my little daughter. She was a week ago diagnosed of leukemia.
Okay.
The leukemia, they call it acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Yeah.
And we've been in the hospital as I speak with you. She's still at the hospital. So I got a glimpse of this double stem cell, and I have already purchased the stem cell. But what I want to find out, the administration of the stem cell, considering her age, she is 3 years old. I want to find exactly how I'm going to administer the drug to her, because I was advised against chemotherapy or induction remission on her. So that is my question.
All right. Thank you very much. Madam Didi, please, can you help us to do justice to that? Our speaker, Madam Didi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How old do you say the child is again? Sorry. Hello? Hello?
I think he said 2 years or so.
I wanted to be sure I heard 2 years.
Okay.
Okay, 2 years. That's quite sensitive, and I honestly want to advise that at times it's very challenging for me to just make statements here, even though we know that the product is holistic in terms of there's no discrimination against work and discrimination on.
Yeah.
Hello.
3 years.
Okay, 3 years. Okay. Yeah, so the products that we have, is holistic in approach, I still normally would like to, I don't like doing this on a general basis because there are some questions that we need to ask. So usually I like when there are medical issues to have a one-on-one, then also consult 1 or 2 specialists in the forum, in the group, because cases differ depending on like age, and the history of what we are dealing with. So personally, I would advise that, sorry, who's your sponsor? You would need to do, it's not going to be a blanket thing, because we really need to look at the situation and get the advice of medical personnel in our forum to properly advise how we should go about that. Because personally, I don't think I've dealt with that age bracket. She's really young. 3 years and 3 years, and you call some terminologies that personally I'm not familiar with. I know leukemia, but you did mention some other things. So personally, personally, I would like to deal with this in the presence of with the addition of a medical personnel advice, as to how to properly use. So that would be mine. So if I'm to advise you, we're going to do this off camera so that we can ask more questions and properly know how to deal with it. To be
so, Mr. Emmanuel, please connect to the person that refer you here, and the person will tell you how to get the phone number of many of our leaders and our many of our experts.
We do have medical people too, so we would like them to chip in and advise.
We have many of them in our midst.
Yeah, can I come in here? Hello.
No, what's the name of the person? What's the name of the person that refer you here?
Abidek Ayomide or something.
Okay, so tell the person to get the person know how to get some of our leaders' number.
The person has a team lead. The person has a team lead. Let's know what the person's team lead is, so that we can appropriately deal with this.
Okay.
All right. Because of our time,
I will find out from her. But
okay.
At the moment, what she told me was to administer double stem cell in the morning, 1 sachet of double stem cell in the afternoon, and crystal cell in the evening. Then the snowflake fort to be given in the morning and the evening. Presently, that's what I'm following. But why I brought this out, I want to get expert advice. So the advice now. We'll see, find out. Maybe she's in this program. I don't know.
Just like we rightly said, please get the person to get to talk to many of our leaders. The person knows what to do. If the person is on this platform, the person is hearing you, and the person knows what to do, will attend to it with many of our medical practitioners behind this meeting because of the time, because we need to leave this place. So thank you very much. Mr. Kingsley, please, we are giving you just 1 minute to ask your question. We want to listen to one testimony or two testimony before we call it a day. Mr. Kingsley, you can unmute yourself, please.
Okay, good evening, house.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for this privilege.
Welcome, sir.
It's a pleasure. Actually, the reason why mine is like a further confirmation. I have somebody that is into, at the moment, is using the product for like, this is the 3rd month now. This is the 3rd month, and so far the person started with almost all the products, the double stem cell, the crystal, the astral plugs, and the snowflake. And the issues that the person has been treating all these things for a while now, so far there's no remarkable results so far. You understand, put into consideration that yes, it's a known fact that human bodies differ when it comes to results. But at least it's a gradual process. You need to be encouraged and encouraged, you understand? So I really want to ask a very simple question here. The issues got to do with issues of like heart and complications of diabetes and what have you, peripheral artery disease, poor blood circulation and erects. Instead of those things to be reducing, so the symptoms and everything is increasing, and the person, it's weight loss is a normal thing because he has lost a lot of weight too. So we're like thinking that maybe by now we'll see 1 or 2 significant difference from the therapy. It's the difference is not forthcoming. Even the person has ordered again for the 2nd stanza of the treatment, still hoping for results. So I just want to confirm, what's the way forward for that kind of person?
All right. Tonya the Great, please, can you unmute yourself? Kindly help us to attend to that. Tonya the Great. Tonya the Great, can you unmute yourself, please? Don Fabian, if you're available, please unmute yourself. Mr. Wale, you can unmute yourself. Any one of those 3 people can unmute yourself to help us to attend to that. Don Fabian, Mr. Wale, Tonya the Great, can you please help out? Bifat, can you unmute yourself as well? All my co-hosts, please, we need to do this fast.
Okay, can I just say this, Mr. Mike? Okay.
All right, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
All right, so when it comes to health concerns, this platform is not actually the best to diagnose it or to help, to do that, because there are honestly so many questions that needs to be asked, to know how, what's the best approach to it. Then when you're also giving feedback, there are other questions that will be asked as well to know how exactly you are using. I give you an instance. We're sure that if a house is burning and you pour water, eventually it will quench the fire. But the thing is, the question will now be, what is the magnitude of the house that is burning? You can't, if you just come and say house is burning, we'll just say, okay, pour water, water will quench. But if you say it's just one small apartment, a room is burning, is different from a mansion is burning, is different from a skyscraper is burning. So if you keep taking a bucket of water to quench a skyscraper house, you will never quench it out because the magnitude is so much. We know the water will quench it, but the quantity of water required is also very essential in this case. Now, when you come with an ailment or a health condition, we don't know the magnitude because one, we are not doctors, so we cannot diagnose to say, oh, this has really gone deep. To now determine the quantity that will be used. The double stem cell, the crystal cell, other products will work. But the thing is, the magnitude of it will determine the quantity. Some might even need to do 4 sachets a day. Some do 6 sachets a day of a particular product, not to talk of the combination. So you might come and say, oh, it's not working because maybe the quantity you are taking is too small for the level of condition you are addressing. So that's why this platform is not the best. You can't achieve all that there because it needs to be a one-on-one. We will keep observing and tell you at what point you need to go up or what you need to isolate as we continue to go. Because at times, something like even what other things you take that we don't know. Some things might be the combination of maybe other therapies that you are on that you might not say, or other medication. You understand? And at times you say you're not saying anything, you've not even gone to do tests to determine the level at which it was before and the level that it is now. It might be significant, it might not look like it's significant, but you might actually be seeing a decline. So if it has not declined to the point where you begin to see the results, you will say nothing is working. You've not done tests to ascertain, okay, it was at 1,000 the last time I did test, but now I'm seeing it is at 800. What does that show? It shows progress, even if it's not manifesting physically, it still shows progress. So those are the things that happen in the place of one-on-one. That's why it's extremely difficult to just conclude and say, no, it's not working. It's extremely difficult to say, oh, this is like this. So this platform is not the best. We usually say, get back to the person that introduced you. When you experience anything, then we'll be able to deal with it one-on-one and ask the appropriate question. There's no one size fits all here. Two people can come with diabetic cases. One may have degenerated to the point that the kidney has been affected, the heart is affected. The other person that has diabetes might just be at the entry level or maybe the surface level, it's not gone deep. That person that is still very at the early stage, maybe take the product for like 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month and has seen results. The testimony that will come is that I had diabetes, now I'm fine. Now someone else that has diabetes that has degenerated to the point that the kidney has been affected and the eyes will come with the mindset that the testimony I had last week was about the person saw results in 1 month or in 3 weeks. Now, if this new person does not see result in 3 weeks, he starts questioning the efficacy of the product, forgetting the fact that the magnitude of his own case is way different than that. So this is not the platform. The ailment might look the same, but if you diagnose it, you'll find out that, wow, it is completely different. So what I would advise is the same advice I gave to the last person. You know, it's the same advice. We need to deal with these things one-on-one. We need to know the level at which it is, what is responsible for it, how far it has gone. And before you come and say, I have not seen results, you need to carry on tests before and after to see if indeed it's working, you know, or not. So that's just my contribution. Get back to the person. Let's do this thing one-on-one so that we can properly attend to the situation and ensure that you see results.
All right. Thank you very much, our presenter. At this junction, I think we need to, if we can do one testimony from any of our members, please, if you have a very powerful testimony, please can you just signify, let me just submit here before we call it today. Any testimony from the member or from any one of our guests who have used our products, any powerful testimony? Cute Titus, please can you, my co-host, please can you help me to look for cute. Let's unmute. I can't find the person.
That's Kitty Whitey. Yeah.
I can't find the person. I can't find her. She's not here. Please, if you can find her, please, can you unmute her for me? I'm working with time here. I really need to close this meeting. Cute TYT, please, if you are there, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Do we have any other person? We have Phyto Million. I believe that should be a testimony. Let me unmute you. Phyto Millions, please can you unmute yourself? If it is a question, we cannot take any question anymore. We just want to take one testimony before we allow people to leave. Yeah, you are on the platform now. Phyto Million, please, you can go ahead with your testimony. Phyto Million, you're already on mute. Okay.
One of my friends. Yes, I gave 4 sachets, just 4 sachets to a friend of mine. So the second day she came back to me. She said she's very pleased that in the last 2 years she has never come down to 90 before. Last 2 years that that she felt as if she's going to die, that the heart is going to burst. But after taking the snow free, I gave her 4 sachets to use one in the morning, one in the evening. The next
that network is
came
very
down.
porous.
Then I now saw her a week later. I saw her about a week later. She now said she wants to blow my mind. She wants to wow me. I thought she was joking. She said after she used those 4 sachets, that initially she usually breathe very, very heavily. That her mercy is always big, that she always wet her bed. That her husband always complains, that the husband has been complaining she wants to seek another woman. But immediately she used that, and that particular day, the first day she only used a pad. The second day she only used a pad. Then the third day she was worried that what is happening to her, because the abnormality have become her own normality, and the normality have become the abnormality. That she's supposed to flow heavy. And I told her this is a fibroid. She now said she never knew she had a fibroid. She has never had a fibroid in her life until the last time she gave her that the doctor they tie her womb so that she will not conceive again. Then she now said her husband now remind her that she has taken snow-free forth, that snow-free forth have really put a stop to her heavy flow. That on the third day till the seventh day she used just only 1 pound. She's free, no pain, no that since then she's been preaching the gospel of snow-free forth to everybody around me. I was truly wow that this is just snow-free forth. Then later she now buy her pack. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed about that. That's my testimony.
Mr. Mike, you're muted. Unmute yourself, Mr. Mike.
I don't know. Thank you very much for that wonderful testimony. We may not take more than one testimony. If we allow this place to be flooded with testimony, we may not leave this place. Many of us have gone to work and we really need to take our rest in preparation for tomorrow work. Please, on Mondays like this, you can join us next week, Monday, to attend another powerful package, another powerful presenter. On every Monday like this, we bring different presenter for you to enjoy, and all you just need to do is to read more from what we told you here. You need to do more findings on what stem cell can do, potential benefit of stem cell, and what stem cell has helped a lot of people to do. So please feel free to use the product, feel free to introduce the product to people, and please always be patient with the product. Just like our presenter mentioned, these challenges of the body that we are talking about differs. The year that many of these diseases or challenges are being in the body system also differs. So you need to be patient with it. And please, we don't allow our stem cell to be taken with another supplement. It can be taken alongside with orthodox drug that is being prescribed by a medical doctor, but please don't jump on your body system with different all sort of other supplement. If you have to take stem cell with your drug is allowed, but don't combine our stem cell with any other supplement or any other regular supplement out there. Make sure you have stem cell. And what we do tell people, even though you take our stem cell with your drug, there's no side effect. And by the time you get the results, you start getting the results, you can apply withdrawal method from your drug gradually. We're not going to tell you to put off your drug immediately. The reason why doctor gave you those drugs, he knows or she knows. So take our stem cell with your drug, and when you are getting better, you can apply withdrawal method. Thank you very much. And also make sure you drink water, enough water. Our stem cell is water therapy. Stem cell, it needs a lot of water to work better in your body system. Because of our time, let's appreciate all our leaders, all the co-hosts, especially our presenter today. She did a very wonderful job. And to also our learner Slexia for helping us to take care of so many questions, and to others, Madam Anka, thank you very much, Mr. Bifad, Madam Didi, Don Fabian, every one of you, and the rest of the leaders that are on this platform. Thank you very much for attending to this meeting. Please, next week, let's make it a fuller house more than what we have today. This is a platform whereby we help people to come back on, to come back alive, and for a lot of people who want to get back on their feet. And for many of you that want to remain young, you want to, you don't want any of this unwanted bodily challenge to hit you, please take stem cell. It is best taken to prevent than, to use it when your body system is already, having a lot of multiple health challenges. And we pray that as you are using our product, the product will work miracle in your body. Thank you very much. I'm going to unmute every one of you to say hello to one after. Okay. Okay, sorry, we may not be able to attend to any question. I think I just saw some question on the chat room. Please get back to the person that refer you here. If you need to ask more questions, get back to that person that refer you here, and you can attend our meetings. We have our offices in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, and Abuja as well. Ask from those people how you can be part of their training in those 3 places that I mentioned. At this moment, please, can you unmute yourself to say hello to one another for this wonderful meeting? Let's see. I'm trying to unmute people. The time is fast spent. Okay. So please, you can unmute yourself and say hello to everyone that you introduced to this